Strictly star Wynne Evans says he has yet to gain any elegance from his ballroom training, comparing himself to Mr. Blobby on the dance floor. The BBC radio presenter, 52, who is also known to millions for his stint in the Go Compare ad, says he has been struck with his resemblance to the tubby pink character from Noel's house party while watching back videos of himself rehearsing with Katya Jones. But he also said that the pair have discovered in training that he does have hips after all. And after using them to practice all week, the star admitted he is beginning to shed the pounds, even if they are dropping from his famous chins. Wynne said, "I have discovered that I've got hips, which I didn't know about until about a week ago. It's funny, isn't it? I look like I'm belly dancing sometimes, but I'm not. I'm just trying to do the samba. Katya and I video a lot and then watch it back and then video, and it's like, I'm not doing anything. The reality is I'm a bit like Mr. Blobby running around the room, but I'm having a right laugh at the same time. I might have to book myself in to have my hips checked out when this is over, but it's been a lot of fun, I've got to say. And it really is a happy place to be. It's so weird, everybody says, oh, Strictly such a good place, and it really is. You get this vibe for a Saturday night. And I am losing a bit of weight too, aren't I? There's a bit of timber coming off and the neck is going, it's growing. I'm nearly down to single-digit chins. So yeah, it's going alright." Wynne, who danced to samba to Tom Jones' Help Yourself on last night's show with Katya, 35, says the pair have been in stitches laughing in training all week, not least because he's been dancing with a bag over his head to prepare him for a chef's hat on stage. And while he says he doesn't want to be known purely as a joke act, he says he is loving bringing humor into his performance. He said, "I think Katya and I are more in the entertainment sector than the dance sector, with the greatest of respect to Katya. I don't feel like the Joker, but I think we have a sense of humor and it would be wrong not to bring that into our dancing. And I think that's the lovely thing that you can do on Strictly, you know. We were chatting to some people in Cardiff where we'd been rehearsing the other day, and there's little girls and little boys watching, and they want to be entertained as much as their mums and dads do. So you know, that for me is the focus." Katya went on, "The Strictly fans just want to see you guys having the best time, and then we do. I think it's so easy to get caught up in learning to dance and you point your toe, and this and that. But you have to keep reminding yourself that it's about the people who get such pleasure from watching it. We did like a little preview this week for about 15 people. And when we finished it, it didn't matter if you got toe to heel right. You know, they just wanted to be entertained and made happy." Looking back over his week of training, Wynne laughed, "I mean, I was meant to be wearing a chef's hat for my routine. And of course we didn't have one in the rehearsal room, so Katya put a dance shoe bag on my head. I've basically been dancing all week with a bag on my head. And you know what? If you can't laugh at that, you can't laugh at anything." One person who could knock the smile off Wynne's face in weeks to come is Acid Tongue judge Craig Revel Horwood. But the radio personality insists he isn't bothered about barbed critique from Craig, after spending 16 years taking abuse for fronting the Go Compare campaign. He went on, "Look, I've been the Go Compare man for 16 years, including in the most hated months. I was the most hated man in Britain at one point, so I don't think Craig is going to touch the sides. I think at the time it was the beginning of the age of social networking, and people could instantly say what they wanted. It was a new thing. You know, you could be angry on social media, you could do whatever you want. So it was just one of those things. It took a bit of getting used to at the start. But actually after a while it is just, it's just somebody's opinion and it's just the minority who are there really, on Instagram and all of that. So it doesn't bother me at all. Wynne, who has 2 children with his ex-wife Wynne, says his whole family is also embracing the Strictly experience, as thankfully his kids are too old to be embarrassed by his Saturday night performances. And he admitted that Katya has been around to his house and danced with his son Tal in the kitchen. He said, "They are older now, 22 and 20, so they are all really good about it. We all got together before the launch show and had a boogie around the kitchen. Other than that, I haven't taken any moves home to show my girlfriend though. They are staying in the rehearsal room," the star, who has spoken in the past about mental health struggles, went on. "I'm in a really good place at the moment. We were talking about this on the train last night actually. When you dance, the endorphins are released, you feel amazing. I feel physically fit, I feel really happy. I feel confident in what we're doing. I trust Katya with my absolute life. And if you think that even watching Strictly makes you happy, doing it makes you feel on top of the world. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads."